that crooked? It's crooked. Yeah. Greetings and salutations. It's your favorite content creator back with another sporadic video. Today we're doing a Q&A. I got a lot of questions over the past few months and I've been meaning to make another one. So here it is. In no particular order. 2018, you betcha. This is for the Q&A. What's your favorite animal and color? My favorite animal is an owl. My favorite color used to be blue, but now it's purple. Because everybody likes blue. Are you self-taught? And if so, how long did it take you to get as good as you are? I'm not self-taught. I did start playing a little bit when I was really young, but then I took lessons at 7, all the way up until college when I did a little bit of jazz and then stopped. What is the difference between a baritone and a euphonium? Well, if I had to put it in my own words, I would say the differences between the baritone and the euphonium are the size and taper of the bore. But, you know, tomato, tomato. Can you write music for other instruments? Yes, I can. I have written for string quartets and brass groups. I haven't written for brass too much, but woodwinds. I do a lot of choral music, and I really enjoy all that. It's a lot of fun and a challenge in orchestration to write for different instruments. Do it, composers, do it. Don't just write for your instrument. Do you prefer hot or iced coffee? Oof. Well, it's a little warm in this room, so I'm gonna say iced. You made it more depressing, great job. It's not even a question, why did I put that on here? Do you record some of these sounds yourself, or is it all in Logic? The shaker sounds too good and sounds like you've recorded it in. Good ear, I did record it in. I try and mix and match these days. I find virtual instruments are really awesome for performing instruments that you can't play or you don't have access to. But for realism, you can't go wrong with just grabbing a mic and just playing something in. You know, it promotes your musicality. More of your voice, I think, comes through when you're actually playing instruments yourself, or at least getting another performer to play it. You can introduce their musicality. It's a great practice. If you lean on the side of doing a lot of composing for virtual instruments, get in the habit of trying to mix and match, because you'll find that your music will really come to life. I wonder what that instrument that you're bowing and picking is. It looks interesting. It is interesting, and it's a mountain dulcimer. So usually dulcimer, you think of hammered dulcimer, which is when they have little hammers and they kind of hit it like that. I'm a musician, so that's, you know, terminology. But this is almost like a hybrid of a guitar, 3.5 strings, perfectly in tune, and I will usually use it for like bowing or tapping or any kind of special effects, or on the rare occasion I'll actually play it. God tier? How many notes can you reach on the piano? Let's find out, shall we? Duh. Is that cheating? I don't know. Looks like a 10th-ish. 10th-ish. Are you right or left-handed? You are bowing with the left hand. I am a lefty, which means I have a pretty likely chance of dying from scissors or... Right? Isn't there some weird statistic about lefties that like we die earlier or something like? I don't know. Are you wearing a scuba mask? No. How did you get into Thomas Newman? Why exactly do you like him? I found Thomas Newman through the Wally score. Back when Pandora was a thing, I used to listen to a bunch of music, and his music used to pop up all the time on Pandora, but at the time I wasn't really into that kind of thing. I just found it to be too ambient. But when I heard his Wally score, there's one scene at the end when Eve is trying to save Wally, and there's this music that comes in that just, it like balances two different emotions at the same time, like a lullaby and just this really profound sadness, and it like just pulled at my heart. And since then I've been obsessed with all this stuff. If you don't know who Thomas Newman is, you should pause this video and look him up right now, because he is amazing. 317, was that Marcus? Maybe. What libraries are the Cajon and Egg Shaker from? They are both from my own personal libraries. When work gets slow for me, I'll take a bunch of instruments that I have lying around, I'll record them, and I'll make sampler instruments out of them. I actually have a couple available on my website, you can check them out, and I have some audio previews on those pages where you can listen to them. And if you do use one of my virtual instruments in any of your pieces, please send it to me. I'd love to hear it, and I might feature it on my website. What movies or games have you and Frank composed the scores for? We've done a lot these days. I think a full list is available on Frank's website, and it's also available on mine. But recently I did a video game soundtrack called Shadow Bright. It was just one cue. And Frank did a short film called Save the Day, Rocco Rockinson. What program are you using in this video? Very interested. I use Logic Pro X now. What program is this? I use Logic Pro X now. Which app software did Logic Pro X? Logic Pro X is what I used. Who brought the onions in? That'll do it for this Q&A. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments section and I'll get to them for the next one. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe so I can send more music your way. And I will see you in the next video. Chicka-cha-cha!